Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This is Tyler, who is now on the bottom where he likes it. And it is Wednesday, hump day. So, you know what that means? Meow, chicka, wow, wow. Oh, you love it. Anyway, hope everybody's had a fantastic week so far. And we got some stuff for you today. And it's my first drink in like a week, and apparently it's hitting me on an empty stomach quite well. So, cheers.
No shit.
Yeah, this is
No
our second
shit.
take. So,
Yeah. So, we get into all the things because holy shit, this weekend, all this stuff. Wow. Will Smith, bad boy. You don't cuck your wife and then slap a man for saying that you're a cuck. Only cuck. Did you go to the Jack Murphy School of Cuckage? Are you part of the criminal order? We're going to get into that and much more.
I don't even know what happened, but are you making fun of Will Smith? 'Cause I have one thing to say.
Oh,
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, he is, we'll talk about it. Okay. So of
Okay.
course we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, we're on Rumble. For me personally, I would actually prefer to be on Rumble, not on YouTube, because it's YouTube.
To anybody who's listening to, speaking of Rumble, a few episodes back, I almost called you Alto. Tyler here was talking about how we only had 2 subscribers on Rumble. Dude, we're up to 12. So, high five and thank you all of our Rumble viewers.
Like I said, I would much rather be on Rumble than on YouTube. But the thing is, like, we have to kind of, the thing with platforms, you have to go where the people are. Most people use YouTube. I like Rumble. The only thing that I actually do not like about Rumble, I wish if there isn't an audio only function. I wish that was if Rumble, Chris, if you're listening, I know you're not, but I'm gonna hope and pray that you are. Audio only. Audio only. Why is there lightning? What the fuck? It's lightning.
Okay, that's not fair. You get lightning, I get blizzard. This is unacceptable. We're trading.
That's why the States is better than Canada. No, I'm just joking. Well, it is. It is, but not because of the weather. Maybe like southern, where you get a lot of the, the ethnics. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the. I meant illegal immigrants. The Mexicans, the ones doing all the raping and pillaging.
Well, this is awkward. I thought we were talking about inbreeders.
No, well, I'm sure there's some. I mean,
are you okay? Are you
just
hearing
started
voices
raining
again?
like a motherfucker. It just started raining. I thought.
Oh my god! I thought you died for a minute there, or we're hearing voices. And if you are hearing voices, we need to call someone for help immediately.
Okay, so it is. This is episode 100. I have a challenge today. I'm gonna try to not swear.
Wow, that would be awesome. Let's just try that.
For every swear that I make, I'm donating $1 for Jada Pinkett to get a new wig.
I think she's got enough for
that. Yeah, and I'll give Will Smith tips on not punching or not slapping a man. Like I said, he's gone to the school of Jack Murphy and excelling in the cuckage. He's like a black belt cuckage.
Okay.
right. So what's all this plant stuff about?
Oh,
Because I was looking at like Applebee's really wearing their corporatist ideology on their sleeve, and it's actually a lot of stuff that I complain about. Like the corporatism in North America is off the chain. Like like here's the chain, here's Applebee's. Get it? They're off the
yes. I
um
totally
up,
get it.
up how housing has actually become unaffordable for immigrants, for new Canadians, that they actually can't afford to live here. I found that kind of funny. And then, oh, the memes of Will Smith. Oh, he is getting. You want to talk about getting smacked? Mm,
Have you jumped on the meme wagon yet?
yeah.
Of course you have.
Oh, there are some good. I I love the internet. I hate the internet, but I love it. I love the collective knowledge, the the places people will go to make to to make someone look absurd.
Yeah,
I
there's a lot of
I
those.
love it. I love it. And now Will Smith. Oh my God. When that cannon or when those sights get focused on you, oh my, the deluge. It's
Nice. You know what? Yeah, I know you
chicken butt.
have you have the joy in I don't know, other people's expenses at times. I was actually telling a
Oh yeah, yeah.
coworker
Cause
today about your oh my god. Why can't I think of words? Oh my god. Your phone call that you got the other day. Oh my god. Help me out with the
oh
word.
my,
What am I looking for?
the scam callers.
Scam. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, guys, seriously. I'm telling you, this booster juice, just booze, okay? And it's fucking hitting me, okay? So my apologies in advance. But yeah, so I was telling my coworker about your scam call today, and he was laughing so hard. He's like, "Oh, he's like, I've always wanted to fuck with scam people when they call." He's like, "But I always ignore their calls." And I was like, "No, dude, pick it up, have some fun."
I hang up on Kim. I'm like, I gotta let you go. Duty calls.
I know. He's like, I'll call you back. And he like got off the phone with me. And then he calls back. He's like, it was a scam call. I'm like, you motherfucker, really?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you didn't say what I actually said. I'm sure you edited what I said. You left out the some of the parts.
I did.
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did. I literally,
Yeah.
I only had so much time. So I just, I just cliff notes it, just to
So what
say,
did you tell him what I said?
just about the goats.
Oh, you left that part out?
No, that's the only part I told him.
You left that out?
No,
Really? That was the weakest part of the whole fucking thing.
well, I had other people coming up. I didn't want to,
God
I
damn
was
it, I
at work.
swore. Well, Jada, sorry, you're gonna get a new weave. Sorry. That was the best part, the whole thing. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know, a lot of these scams, they come from India. A lot of them come from like Bangladesh, over there, where they still shit in the streets and, in buckets. There. So, what was that?
It's sweet.
Oh. So, well, I had received a call from Capital One because of my excellent payment history. Oh, that's weird. I don't have a Capital. Who has a Capital One card? For that fact, who has American Express?
Don't
Who?
know. Because nowhere
Like
takes it.
nowhere accepts it.
I know.
Yeah.
But why
It's
even
like, do you
bother?
accept American Express? Are you part of like the Wright brothers era? What are you doing? No. Take American Express. How about you American Express that right up your butt?
Abbott. I like that. Abbott. Take it up your butt.
I was, but so this fine gentleman
See if you can do this
doth
without swearing.
answer. Yeah, he doth answer the phoneth. Yeah, no, yeah. So he calls and he says, "Oh, did you call about the? I'm not gonna. Oh, did you call about the Capital One credit card?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, well, kind of not really. You guys phoned me, but he's like, oh, okay, okay. So do you?" I said, I have a couple questions. I'm because I don't have a Capital One card, so I find that weird. And I'm just trying to understand. He goes, "Oh, it's not just for Capital One; it's your other credit cards."
Oh,
Oh,
all
okay,
of them.
okay, yeah, because of my excellent payment
That
history.
is customer service. One call center for all the cards. Wow.
Do that. That's what I'm saying.
Mm,
They're amalgamating,
like it.
and so he says, or so I said, yeah, I have a couple questions, if you don't mind, just for clarification. So, do you guys have a hard time, or how did I say it? It was like something. Do you guys always prefer fucking goats, or do you try to rape your women as well? And he goes, no, actually, I'm trying to fuck your wife. I'm like, oh, that's okay. That's cool. I mean, like, I'm part of the swinger lifestyle. I mean, like, hey, if you wanted, like, come on down, come to Canada. Yeah, well, I'm sure I'm sure she'd love some curry dick or whatever the hell I said.
Yeah, but the only
But
problem is though, my dick is bigger than his.
probably. So there's kind of back and forth. He's going, about that he's gonna fuck my wife and all this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, all right, yeah, oh, good one. And so eventually, I go after. He says like, or are you scared of your wife? I bet you're a pussy, you're something like that. That I'm scared of my wife. I'm like, well, I hate to inform you, but our cultures are worlds apart. Your culture has to deal with honor killing and raping children as your ideology, but no, we don't cover them in burqas and treat them like property like you guys do. We actually treat women like women. So yeah, it kind of continued back and forth, and he eventually just he hung up after that. Was I like, dude, okay. You might be thinking, Tyler, that's really rude and insensitive. How dare you? Well, considering I think the last numbers I seen was about 25, I think it was $25 billion gets scammed a year. And they target vulnerable people. Oh, so yeah. After I'd made that comment, I said, "So what's the scam today? Are you looking for like? Are you trying to what do you need? Like Amazon gift cards? Like what's the scam today?" He goes, "No, the scam is I'm fucking your wife." I'm like, "Oh, good. Well, man, you're
Surprise! Sorry you had to
get
find
in
out this way,
line."
babe. But get in
Yeah,
line. It's a long line. Apparently I am the town girlfriend. So
and in Bangladesh. Well, yeah. So I even said, I'm like, well, that's funny because you work in like a shitty you work in a shitty country in a shitty city where you guys still shit on the side of the road and you guys think that you're advanced. Like we have plumbing. You know what plumbing is? It's where we don't shit in a bucket or on the side of the street.
I'm pretty sure that's only like in more of the poorer ends, I would assume.
You would assume, and you'd assume wrong.
I couldn't assume you going to a fancy one of those fancy buildings in like Dubai and you having to go to the bathroom in a hole in the floor.
That's not in Bangladesh.
Okay, well, not
Saudi Arabia, they will just throw gays off the Wiz Khalifa or whatever that building's called.
it's
Wiz Khalifa's a person.
That's a, yeah, that's a
Burj
rapper.
Khalifa. Burj Khalifa. That that thing.
Okay. That place. Got it. Okay. You know what? Okay. So speaking of like scammers and stuff like that. So at my work today, but divulging too much information here, I contacted a customer to let them know that something was about to expire. And due to their
Was that sorry?
profession, I figured that they should know, ASAP to get that rectified. So I contacted them, let them know, dude, this is about to expire, just letting you know. And he right away was just like, oh, I'll give you my credit card number. Can I pay for it now? And I'm like, no, we don't actually take payments over the phone. You're going to have to contact blah, 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 for them to do the payment over the phone. But I'm just like when I got off the phone with him, like, yeah, I was doing it to be nice. Like it was completely above my job duties to do so. And I don't think anybody else would have done that. But, I'm just like, well, he might need to know. And just the fact that he was just so willing to give me his credit card over the phone, and he happened to be um of Indian descent, I guess. I don't know how you Middle Eastern. There we go. So I was just like, why don't like yes, I'm a trustworthy person, but you don't know that. Don't just offer your credit card to me. Like, who knows if I was just some scammer calling you and telling you that this is about to expire? Like, dude, be
Well,
careful.
that's what I find so crazy. But like, man, people, and then you wonder why people, their identity gets stolen, and then yeah.
I know they're
But
just so trustworthy. It's crazy. Like I just there's been so many people that I have seen. Okay, well, maybe not so many. Let's not be so dramatic here. There's been a few people who I've seen who have offered up their information in thinking that, these people are legit and stuff like that, and they've ended up getting scammed. And it just honestly, it just breaks my heart because a lot of them are older people and they play on those strings. Like some of them are quite clever. Some of them, they're lazy and they contact you from Capital One and all the credit cards because it's amalgamated. So they contact you from that, but other ones, they're like they put in some work. Like they contact you through game sites like Facebook Gaming Room or whatever. They befriend you and then they put on a big sob story and then you feel bad for them and then you just here you go, I'll give you some money and it's really it's so
I
sad. It's so sad.
I
Like
don't have I don't have sympathy for the people that are online, like online. Like I do have sympathy. Okay, hold on. I do have sympathy for people, for this happening. Yes, but at the same time, like, why? Like, oh man, sir, my dog is dead, and I need $500 in Amazon gift cards in order to reanimate his corpse.
well, that
I mean,
would
what do
sound a
you?
little sketch. Like, asking for Amazon gift cards and stuff like that would sound a little sketch, but if
That's what
somebody's
they do.
like yeah, well, in some circumstances, yes, but in other ones, it's like, I'm really sick and I need to go to the hospital and I can't afford this, or my mom is sick, or blah, blah, blah. Like, they'll use something like that, so then they've befriended you, so then it starts pulling on your heartstrings, Like, you're like, "Oh my god, like, my friend here is in trouble, he needs to go to the hospital, and he can't afford the hospital bill." Like, "Okay, so I'll give him some money." Like, some of them get really clever, and they really pull on those heartstrings. Sorry if anyone can hear my dog barking. But, it's just I don't know. It's really sad. I feel really bad for those people. Like, sometimes you just wanna be like, "Ugh, why can't you see?" But at the same time, some of them are really clever. Some of them are like, is sorry, your Capital One dude. If people falling for that, that's just kinda like, oh, come on." You just wanna smack them
Well,
upside the head. But
because I got an email and I was about to phone you. And then, but like you get an email because it said, "Oh, your sign up for Norton antivirus of $410 was approved." And so I was actually going to message you and like, hey, did you sign up for this? But all I did was, where did it come from? Oh, it came from a Gmail account. Oh, I'm sure Norton Antivirus uses a Gmail account.
Well, no,
Like I think I still have the email.
but
'Cause,
you and I
oh,
grew
here we
up
go.
like in a time where computers and the internet was starting to come out, right? So we kind of grew up with the computers and the internet first coming out, and we've kind of grown with it. Where people say of our parents' age, this is all something new to them. They're not gonna know to look, where is it coming from? Oh, it's a Gmail account. Oh, that's gotta be fake. And, like I used to even work at an online pharmacy. And in the online pharmacy, we had tons of other pharmacies that were um fake. What?
So, sorry. So I just pulled up the email, and it says, so comes from disroyerstheo@gmail.com to NortonCC 2022 at outlook.com. Oh, I'm sure Norton antivirus uses Outlook. So I responded because it says, thank you for your order. Here's your details. 410 USD, Norton family, all device protection. Which I responded, I fornicated with your cow.
Oh, you sick son of you sick son of a bitch. Anyway,
No, but like, come on.
okay, but
You have
again,
to be aware. You
again,
have like, come,
I maintain, again, we grew up like that. So people our age and our generation, if they can't figure that out, then I mean, but people in the older generation, they don't know. And like I was saying before you interrupted me,
a
was
fool in his wallet is easily parted.
was when I worked at an online pharmacy, there was lots of other scammy online pharmacies, and we learned how to spot which ones were the fakes, which ones were not, because we used to do price matching too. So if someone called us and they're like, "Oh, well, I there's this price on pharmacy.net and, blah blah blah," we could go onto that site and figure out if that was a fake site or not. But they were clever. Like some of these things they had like actual they would take like the screenshots of other Better Business bureaus and stuff like that and put it at the bottom. But if you don't
Yeah.
know what to look for, you're going to fall for it, right? So, but anyway, off of this topic. So, today, as he had mentioned, is our 100th episode. Now, for our 100th episode, our middle child has been on me for quite a while now about me including this little bit of research that he had done this one day to be in our 100th episode. So, seeing as how spring is coming up, I'm giving you guys a little 411 on the plants. Well, some plants, just a couple. It's just a little small. Anyway, so
Are these from like Canada?
and to be honest, I have no idea. He was just on the computer one day, did this research, and sent it to me. He really wanted me to put it in. So, I mean, the research itself is true. You can Google it, but I I don't know where they're from. It doesn't have that. But it's just some interesting little F your eyes about these interesting plants. So the first one that we have here, let's see if I can pull it up. There we go. So we have,
Datura stramonium.
yes, also called Jimson weed or the devil's trumpet. It can cause zombie-like activity. People also eat it to get high, but apparently it doesn't work. And the reason I feel that it doesn't work because it apparently does make you feel different and you lose touch with the world, but there's no cure for it. And other help, no one can help you. So
Okay.
I was just
What?
gonna say,
Okay.
so I guess it does make you, it does work to get you high, but you never come down. But anyway,
Well, it's I remember seeing a documentary about this. This was a Vice documentary on this, where they would say that shamans would had zombies, and the reason why I think this is bullshit was partly because of Vice, because the shaman that was part of this, the zombie that he had in his shed was the same guy that was like his receptionist helping him.
Oh.
So this drug is supposed to turn someone into a zombie, which the guy, I don't know, like he was standing in a corner and the guy's like "Argh, argh." Like it looked like a Bollywood fucking movie. God damn it. It looked like a Bollywood movie.
Well, I
And it was
mean,
just
it
so lame. It looks so lame.
it doesn't say that it turns you into a zombie. It says it's zombie causes zombie-like activity. So,
Yeah.
whatever that may mean. But anyway. So then the second one that we have on the list here is the brogmansia, which also called the devil's breath. When you eat it, you will become, I think that's supposed to get nausea, or you will get nausea and temporary insanity. People give tourists these plants to get more money. The cure: take a cold shower or pour cold water on your face without trying to pass out. Other help: have somebody watch you so you don't do anything crazy. Okay, good to know. And then plants that'll make you kill yourself. So this one is called the gimpy gimpy. They have a super small pricks in it that'll make you feel like you're being burned with acid and being set on fire at the same time. Oh my god. The pain is so unbearable that you won't be able to sleep. The stinging will also occur when you take a cold shower. The pain is 10 times worse than any burn. Here, hot wax. You will need to pull it out all at once. But if one breaks, you will be in pain for more than a year. Oh my god. Well, now I know why you put their plants that'll make you want to kill yourself, because being through that kind of pain for like a year would be horrid.
Well, all right. Interesting. Thank you for that. Thing number 2.
Gremlin number 2. Yes. So that
All
was
right, but
a little piece from him. So there you go.
cool. Yeah, no, the that devil's trumpet, it's a form of nightshade.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's the bad form of nightshade, not like tomatoes. Tomatoes are a form of nightshade.
Yeah.
Um, but so did you hear about this shit with Applebee's?
No.
Okay, so there was a letter that was leaked out from Applebee's. Um, I'm well, of course, anything that we talk about, if we can, the links will be in the description, or if you're watching, you can kind of follow along as well. But so this big long letter, and so this is someone. It's a franchisee who owns 49 Applebee's in the U.S. And they wrote this big long letter about, you know, gas prices are going up, so people are going to have less disposable income. Therefore, the employment pool is going to be bigger, so we could actually charge less for workers because they'll have to come to work. Like, this is like corporatism, like 101. You know, keep people as poor as possible so that they have to come to work, force them to come to work. And so the labor market is about to turn in our favor. And what can we do? Besides hiring employees at a lower wage to decrease our labor when able, make sure you have a pulse on the morale of your employees. Your employees that live check to check are impacted more than people reading this email. So this isn't it. This is not from Applebee's headquarters. This is not from Applebee's themselves. So this is from a franchisee, and this is where people were saying, "Well, Applebee's said it." No, it was a franchisee, and I don't like coming out on the side of corporations, but
Are you on the
I
second page of the email right now?
uh yeah. So where it starts, most of our employees face a potential
Oh, okay.
play blah blah blah, and increase in gas. Yeah, and inflation continues to climb and gas prices continue up. That means more hours employees will need to work to maintain their current level of living. We are no longer competing with the government when it comes to hiring. Stimulus money is no more. Supplemental unemployment is no more. This benefits us as prices rise. People who we rely on, who people who we this is in the letter. If I read it as it is, people who we relying on unemployment money simply will have less money to spend. It will force people back into the workforce. Furthermore, and this is what I have been saying, big box stores, this is why they are so in favor of minimum wage hikes, tax increases. Furthermore, other competitors, especially mom and pop companies or smaller businesses, will have to either raise prices, cut employee hours, or pay employees less hourly to hit their profit margins. Some businesses will not be able to hold on. This is going to drive more potential employees into the hiring pool. So, ah, okay, your employees live check to check and are impacted more than people reading this email. Be conscious of that. Listen to this sick fudder. I can't.
Worker?
Many will need to, many will need to work more hours or get a second job. Do things to make sure you are the employer of choice. Get schedules completed early so they can plan their other jobs around yours. Most importantly, have the culture and environment that will attract people. So and this is where I don't understand where these, like the leftist type of idea of corporations need to tell us what to do. And I like this corporation because that one doesn't bake a gay cake or something. So you have these large national corporations that want to obviously want to have a bigger market share, but force little businesses out. Just the little places that just don't want to become a franchise. They just want to have one store and they do well there. But this type of stuff obviously drives it down. Or drives down their quality. Everyone knows Applebee's. So yeah, it like why are they so why are people so in favor of these large corporations telling people what to think? Oh, well, I have a rainbow flag for Pride Month. Oh, I have an LGBT alphabet soup. Oh, we stand with Black History Month. We stand for women of history. Oh, you mean pandering?
I
Oh,
I
we're
yeah. And I think it's like, yeah. I mean, I don't know the exact definition of pandering, but yeah, trying to appeal to those type of um people at the time, because then, people are in such uproar about something. They're like, "Oh, well, this place supports us. Awesome. Let's go give them our business." It's really
yeah,
interesting advertising.
but like the whole gay cake thing, completely fabricated. I shouldn't say completely, but what was reported is obviously very different than what was actually what actually happened.
With
Like the
what?
reality is very different. So so there was it was a big story that this couple, this gay couple were looking to have a cake made. And that's all the story was. And this bakery refused to make the cake. That was the story. Oh, they're homophobes. They hate gay people. They don't want to make a cake. That's not what happened. So this couple went to a bunch of different bakeries, and they were asking for the bakers to put a dick on it. They wanted a
Oh,
dick on the cake. So
okay.
all these other places were saying, yeah, yeah, fine, sure, whatever. It's a goof, it's a gag. Like, put a dick on a cake. Like, okay. So they
Okay.
found the one bakery that said, we'll make you a cake. We just don't want to put a dick on it. That's the story that got pushed, not the fact that they went around seeking it and then that becomes the story.
See, and that's not okay either, because you have some bakeries that, okay, some bakeries are uh, they specialize in more of your uh my god, why can't I freaking word today? Your specialty cakes and stuff like that, right? So you have
Yeah.
like those cakes for like bachelorette parties. Like I remember for all the bachelorette parties I've been to, we had a penis cake, it's a thing. And, it's one of those things but it wasn't like we could find it in any bakery. It took us some digging around to find the bakery that would
Yeah.
actually make it. And it's not really right to, okay, if you go to like the one bakery that's maybe owned by like older people or religious people or something that don't feel comfortable with that, like to sit there and to penalize them and to make them feel bad or to get so angry at them, like just go find another bakery. Like that's not fair.
They which they did, and that like the Rainbow Society came out in full force and were boycotting and were protesting in front of this business.
That's not right.
And if memory serves, I might be conflating two different stories. So if I am, I apologize. This happened, it was years ago, but it got national attention. That okay, I'll just say, because I don't remember the details exactly. There was a similar story where no, it was different. Now I'm remembering the other story. But so yeah, the Rainbow Society came out and they were protesting this, saying you're homophobes, you're blah 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 blah. And the owners were just no, like, we'll make a cake, we just don't want to put a dick on it. Like, a business has a right to refuse it. Literally, you have a right to refuse service at any time.
Yeah.
So if they just say, hey, I don't like your hat, get out. In fact, they don't need a reason. So people don't know, I used to be in loss prevention. I was a private investigator. So I had to understand trespassing laws and barring people. I had to learn that stuff. You have to learn those laws. And so you can bar someone at any time. Like, you could have a super racist business as like, I don't like those Negroes coming around, get them out. Yeah, you can do that. You are totally within your legal right to do it. But it's not good for business. And obviously, like, there are laws now, like anti-discrimination laws, but a business they don't have to say, well, because of your skin color. They can just say, I don't want you shopping in my store. You need to leave.
Yeah.
And that could be the end of it. If they ask for an explanation, they don't need necessarily to give one. But so anyways,
I
so the
could
other story I was thinking was oh, sorry, what?
No, I was just gonna say, like, I could see it being more of a people being upset with it if, say, I went there and I asked them to make a cake that said, like,
Chopping a baby's head off.
well, no, 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 like,
Happy
that had,
abortion.
like a wedding cake for Kim and Sarah, and they had 2 brides on it. You know what I mean? Like, or something like that, or congratulations, Kim and Sarah, or whatever. I can understand people maybe being upset about something like that because that seems more homophobic. Like if somebody was like, "Well, no, I'm not going to do that." Well, why not? Like what's the big deal? But
Because
literally
I don't want to.
because they are not making a cake with genitals on it? Come on. Not everybody's comfortable with doing that. Like,
But even if a business said, like, I'm sorry, this might be better suited for another business.
well, I'm
Okay.
not saying that that they can't do that or they can't refuse a business. What I'm saying is I can understand somebody being a little bit more upset about it. Like if I went someplace and they refused me because I wanted to make a cake for my wife, I'd be like, "Well, what the hell? Like that's not cool." Like I'd be more upset about it than just somebody not putting genitals on it. Like but even still, they still
Well,
do have the right to refuse that. But what I'm
but
saying
that's the thing,
I don't
right?
understand how somebody can be upset about somebody not wanting to put genitals on it. Like, honestly, like, when I think of this, that's all I think of is Jessica Unive, that's now what, Jessica Simpson or some shit like that, but
Oh God. Oh.
about how
Ugh.
she went to that salon place.
It's a he.
I know.
I'm sorry. It's a he.
Okay.
Jessica, you know it. You were
Go ahead.
trying to touch little girls, we know, and you tried to have them ask them, "Do you want me to show you how to use a tampon to little girls?"
Yeah, no.
I know.
Anybody who doesn't know about this person, literally just like look up on YouTube Jessica Unive. You're gonna get like a fork ton of stuff. Like it's crazy. This person is disgusting. But anyway, I mean they go to a salon, or not a salon, but like an esthetician, whatever, to go get a bikini wax. Okay. And then they
Isn't it
show up
esthetician?
there, with the presumption that this person is Jessica. And then they go there, obviously remove their pants, and the lady that's there sees cock and balls, not a vagina. So she refused it. And he ended up doing all this shit and getting them like completely shut down because they
Oh,
refused
multiple.
service. And it's like, how can you force somebody like that? It's well, kind of false advertising. Like you're saying that you're a girl. Like if you were to call there and be like, okay, my name is Jessica. Da 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 da. Do you do waxing for this type of genital? Okay, fine. But to present yourself as a woman and then show up without a vagine, um,
Yeah.
I would be in shock. I would be like, oh, that is not the taco I was expecting. That's a sausage.
So okay, so I'll kind of get back to this Applebee's thing. So I actually phoned Applebee's and I said like, hey, what's your what's your guys' response with regards to this email being leaked out? And they said, this is where I found that this is a franchisee owner. They own 49 Applebee's, and this is not a statement or this is not something that Applebee's themselves endorse. So if you look, I was able to get an email response. Like this was pulled off the internet. So someone had said, "Oh, I had asked Applebee's about this," and so so the guy that I was talking to, and he was trying to kind of just yeah, I know, yeah, Applebee's, yeah, no, we don't endorse this. But so he says, yeah, here's our response. He says you can find it online. That was his initial response. You can find it online. I said, well, this is why I'm phoning you guys, because I have been looking for a response from you guys and I haven't found one. I have seen email responses, but I haven't seen a formal statement from Applebee's themselves. And so he starts reading a canned message, a canned response. And as he's going through, I already have this email. And so I start reading it along with him. I'm like, oh, so it was just that. And I said, oh, so from Rachel, guest relations specialist. He goes, yeah, is there anything else you need?
Aw.
No, no, no. I said, no. Although maybe you guys should start using your grills and, stop using the microwave. Makes your food taste like shit. Have a good day. I hung up.
Aw. Poor guy.
Oh,
You just
well,
ruined his day. I hope you're
to
happy.
be fair, that's probably the only phone calls he's getting.
Well,
But,
exactly. And then you have to talk about how shitty their food is. Rude.
everyone knows that they're microwaved. Like, speaking of food that I don't know where the hype is from, Mr. Mike's. Why? Why is
Yeah.
there like so there is a condition, and this is a real thing, where if you eat cilantro, to some people, the chemical reaction to them, it tastes like dish soap. I love cilantro. Love it. I put it on fish tacos. I put it on in guacamole. I cook with it. I will eat that shit raw. I love cilantro.
I hate it.
You suck. So,
Destroy.
and anyone that doesn't like it, even if it does taste like dish soap, you probably should find a way to maybe like Superman off a building.
Oh,
Just a thought,
oh,
you know.
oh, I'll Superman off a building with your ass as the parachute. How about that?
No, I like cilantro. You
I don't
don't.
care.
It's not
You're
my
telling me to
problem.
go parachute off a building or jump off a building? Well, I'm going to take you with me, biatch.
No, I never
yeah.
said that. I said Superman.
Whatever. That's exactly.
That
It's
is-
jumping off a building.
No, it's flying. Go fly off a building. Become Superman. Become
Nobody
superhuman.
can fly.
Why do you
Okay.
come
Well, then
on.
you know what? Then if it's possible for people to fly, then you shouldn't have a problem with coming with me. Then
I can't fly. I'm too fat.
okay. If apparently I can fly, then I'll take you with me.
Well, we, you and me both do kind of have those Lizzo arms, you know?
Careful. Don't make me do that. I might start like a tornado in here or something. Careful.
Just
What's happening in here? Oh my god.
okay, but so sorry. My nose is dry and really itchy. I'm sorry if it looks like I'm like fucking my face, but my nose is dry and itchy.
Quit
So
sniffing your fingers. Let's get on.
yeah, sure.
Superstar.
Hey, but so Mr. Mike's, whatever that green shit is, that what's it called? Chimichurri. Chimichurri is the it's like cilantro that you put on steak. Tastes like dog shit.
Yeah, that
That
was
Blue
really
Lagoon
gross.
that they made was literally, it just tastes like sugar, just sweet. It
Yeah.
had no flavor. It was just sweet. And I don't get the hype. I don't understand how Mr. Mike's is as big as it is. Food isn't that great. Like my thing with restaurants, because they actually have an inherent advantage. They get a higher rated beef, any meat, they get a higher rated than what you and me could buy in the store. Like, like their our AAA is like a restaurant's 1A grade steak. So their AAA is significantly high. I should not be able to make better food at home. That is my my litmus test for a restaurant. If I can
Mine
make
too.
better at home, why am I spending the money on it?
And for me, it's if my husband can make better at home, why are we going out?
Yeah, because we could just cut the middleman all the upcharge
Yeah.
and just have a beautiful night at home. So
We should do
I just
that.
I don't.
We should start doing that. We should be like food critics, restaurant critics and stuff like that. You should start doing that. I
No,
mean, clearly we'd know
I don't
our
have the
food, right?
expertise.
What are you talking about? You know your food. I mean, for when you cook, for me, I mean, look at me. I eat all the food, so clearly I know my food.
Oh, I do too. But to be fair, I'll also eat like my guilty pleasure. I should have quite a few.
Aside from a jug of milk.
Well, jug of milk is it's a jug of milk. No, but like there are some foods that I like shitty foods that I love. Oddly enough, I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I know I've said them to you. Like this food, I know it's terrible, but I love it.
Yeah.
Like spam. I'll eat spam.
Yeah.
Or what's some of the I don't know. I can't think of any other stuff, but there's just some stuff. It's my
I hate
yeah.
buying
All
cheese
right.
sometimes, especially like
Oh, that's
Parmesan cheese. Like, because, okay, we don't get the shit Parmesan
the
cheese,
wop
right?
in
Like, we
me.
get like the good Parmesan cheese. Homeboy
Parmigiano
here,
Reggiano. Yeah.
homeboy here, I'll buy like a freaking chunk of it for whatever we're making. And as he's making it, he's just sitting there fucking gnawing on it. That shit is gone. Like, if I buy one thing, he may use like this much in the recipe. Let's just say out of the brick.
How much is this
Just
much?
well, whatever I'm showing on the screen. Like, fuck, I don't know. Like,
Not everyone
say
watches.
like a quarter. Oh, right, that's right. Sorry. I don't know. Say like a quarter of a cup of the cheese. And he'll just like eat the rest of it. It'll be gone. That's it.
So good. Come
Mind
on.
you, he did buy this cheese. Now, okay, he is the least pickiest person I've ever met. Like,
Oh,
I'm really
oh,
picky. He is not picky at all. But he bought this cheese, and it was like this truffle cheese. He hates it, and I freaking love it.
So,
It is so good. It smells nasty. You
it
don't
tastes even
sniff it.
worse.
Don't sniff it. It's ugh, but it's so
It smells like
good.
battery acid.
No, it smells like
I
stinky
don't get it.
feet or something, but it's so good.
No.
Mm.
No way. Blue cheese stinks. Gorgonzola stinks, and I will eat that shit on a cracker.
Which is funny because you'll eat blue cheese, which is like full of mold and just nasty. I'll have like the tiniest little bit when you put it on steak and that's it. Or when you make
Oh.
the clams. Or no, no, no,
No,
no,
I
no.
don't
The
put it in
steak.
linguine.
No, no,
I
no.
put it in fettuccine.
No, 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 no. The steak. Oh, gorgonzola or whatever.
Gorgonzola.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, you just said it. But yeah, I'll have it in that, like mixed in. But I just won't eat it straight. I
Oh.
think that's just nasty. But you just like, frick, you'll just chow on that
I'll
shit.
eat it straight. I
That's
will eat it. I will make blue cheese sandwiches. That's how disgusting I am.
yeah.
I love it.
So I guess the truffle cheese
Yeah.
is my blue cheese to you.
It's so gross.
That's what I think with the blue cheese.
Well, because I'm sure anyone if you haven't had truffles, please go try it and tell me how terrible it is. Please prove me wrong, because it's disgusting. But when you hear people talk about oh, the this food, oh, this prime rib, oh, it's amazing. I hate prime rib. I hate it. Maybe I have a weird refined palate because I hate prime rib. I've had prime rib. I hate it. It's so fatty. Every single time I've had it, it's nothing but fat. It's nothing but fat with chunks of meat somewhere lodged in its circular form. That's all I've ever had.
I don't think I've ever had a
So to pay $100 for a prime rib roast, for a plate.
$100?
Well, yeah, but it'd be like prime rib, like mashed potatoes and
I don't care.
popovers,
Still,
vegetables. Yeah,
$100 for a plate is insane. They should have had some
and I
freaking
hated
truffles
it.
on it. I can't remember. There was something else truffly I had before. I don't remember what it was, but I have had like some sort of truffly thing before. It was super expensive, and I really liked it too.
But so the thing I was going to say is, when you hear someone saying oh, you have to have the prime rib, oh, the prime rib, oh, that's my favorite. It's it kind of has that kind of, oh, okay, so it's a really good cut of meat. Oh, no, that's like truffles. When people, oh, truffles, oh, they're so good. No, they taste like rotten asshole. I mean, damn it, rotten butthole.
See, I think that I don't know. I think it's almost like a status thing, right? Because truffles are so expensive. So they've got to be good. And even if they're not good, oh, look at me, I have truffles just because it's super expensive. Prime rib, same thing, caviar, all those like fancy things you would find in a rich person's home. I think it's just like a status thing. Like, oh, look at me. I'm eating caviar with my truffles and my prime rib.
See, but I wonder if it's when you craft Parmesan cheese and Parmesan Reggiano, those are worlds apart.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Worlds apart. That's why that's why I can eat a brick of it. If I could eat a Parmesan cheese wheel, if I could just cart that 800-pound block around with me or wheel around with me, I would, and just carve into it.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Just I just all of a sudden got this like vision of you I don't fucking know, walking down the street with your freaking Parmesan wheel and just freaking it's your freaking wife.
Yeah, it'd be in a wheelbarrow, and then yeah.
You looking at my cheese?
Okay.
You looking at my cheese?
Oh, fuck you. Get out. I mean, heck, you. Get away from my cheese.
Don't look at my cheese. Here's my wife.
Oh, that's right. So, food shortages are happening. I wanna kick a dog in the ass. Wait,
That has
hold on.
to do
I
with
mean,
food shortages?
no, but so I had seen this article about food shortages coming in fall because Russia is a major exporter of um, fertilizer, and about 40% of the food is going to be gone. Is not going to well, the food. Say if we had 100,000 pounds of or bushels of wheat, well, 40% less.
40? That's a massive
40.
number.
Yeah. So this was from the National Post, and the one part here. So this was from Sylvain Charlebois, the director of Agri-Foods Analytics Lab at Dalhousie University. And he right there, there. I am concerned about our nation's food security. Consumers should adjust expectations when they walk into a grocery store. They should expect more empty shelves and delays. We import well over $25 billion worth of food from the US every year. 70% of it goes through the border with truckers. 70% of the food of that 25 billion comes by truck. With a vaccine mandate, we just took 8,000 to 16,000 truckers from the system. So there's already a problem. There's already food shortages. People can see the prices going up. And to be fair, my rates are going up. Trucking is becoming more expensive across the board in terms of repairs, maintenance, purchasing new equipment, purchasing used equipment. This stuff is getting bad. And I know, I've told you like for well over a year, when you go shopping, buy some extra cans. Like buy 5 extra cans when you go, whatever it is, because this shit is going to get worse. Going to get a lot worse. Russia's main export, oil, fertilizer. Gas prices are already through the roof. Now
Yeah.
food is following up. There will be times when consumers will have to look for alternatives when the items they want isn't available. But there is food on the shelves. Just definitely not as much. Yeah, there's like TikTok videos of Walmart with empty shelves. Like there's
Oh,
a
I
bunch of
know.
stuff.
The
Frozen foods and
the last time I went shopping, like, I couldn't believe how many things were actually missing. Like, there were so many bare spots in shelves. Like, even when you go to, like, even as far as, like, peanut butter. Peanut butter, like, you couldn't find any of the big ones. There was only, like, small, dinky ones left. Craft dinner, like, and I'm shopping at a wholesale club. Like, so to anybody who doesn't know that, it's like a Costco. It's just not Costco, but it's the same type of things. Like, it's made
yeah,
for, businesses and stuff like that, so they have bigger stock quantities. Now, even things like craft dinner and stuff like that, I could barely find anything on the shelf. Like, it just noodles or pasta, stuff like that, there wasn't a lot of that left. There definitely wasn't a very huge variety. Certain meats, like, there was lots missing off the shelves, like, when you'd walk down there, and you just see big spots of empty spots. Big spots of empty spots, yeah. How many times
yeah.
can you say spots?
So I didn't have a witty smarty pants comeback. But so to continue with this article, sorry, I this this is what I find like government being so out of touch. Hey Arnold, our Minister of Transportation, whatever, ab, whatever he looks like. Hey Arnold. That's the only way I know him. He looks like Hey Arnold.
Who's Hey
If
Arnold?
you grew up in the 90s, look up Hey Arnold and look up algebra, whatever the hell his name is. So he says The volume of cross border truck traffic has not varied significantly since the mandates took effect. We have been working extensively with the trucking industry, and we know that the vast majority of their workforce is vaccinated, the statement said. The biggest threat to supply chains is not the government, not war, not country destabilization, not unemployment, COVID. COVID is the biggest threat. No, it's not COVID. It's government response to COVID. And it's incredible that people say, "Oh, well, the government, they're just doing what they have to do." Oh, you mean record spending, record unemployment, uh, record debt, record money spending or money printing, the largest devaluation of the Canadian dollar in decades, the highest inflation year over year in decades. Last time our inflation was this bad, you could look at 2008, the housing crisis, the whole thing. Next time was it was it after World War II, World War One, where Canada's inflation rate was out of control. Our inflation is sitting at about 6%. So to anyone, 6%, that doesn't sound like a lot. Government looks at a 2%. 2% is stable growth. Stable inflation, I should say. So if you think about that, so if you have to, so in order to look at that 6%, that's over, like, that's normally like the consumer index. That's just a basic grocery list. Milk, eggs, bread. Some vegetables, some protein. What your basic stuff that you need in a grocery cart is. I think it's sitting at 5.7. So let's just round it up to 6, just for simplicity's sake. That is 3 times higher than what the government deems acceptable for growth, like for inflation rise, which is 2%. That is stable inflation. Anything beyond that, now we start running into problems. They're seeing about a 6% inflation increase. 5.7. Douglas, so this is an article that I have from CTV. Gasoline is up 32 cents compared to January or to February of 2021, and up 6.9%. This is the CT. I'm just rattling off stuff. You don't need to go there. Of course, anything we talk about, I'll say again. Things will be in the, or any sources will be in the description. Grocery store prices went up 7.4%. 7.4%. So that means in order for you to purchase the same product that you need, you now need to work 7.5% more. So if you work a 40-hour week, what's 7% of 40? Oh God, so that's another 2 hours you need to work to purchase those same things. Roughly 2. Don't think that that's an exact number, but you're working about an extra 2 hours just on groceries, not including the 32 cents that it's gone up, the 7% inflation of gasoline, and in terms of housing prices. So a lot of stuff is going way up. Housing shows 4.2% increase in housing costs. So there's a massive correction that's going to come, and they're the way that the stock market says a correction is when the stock market tanks.
Right.
So that's what's coming. That's why you know what, just you don't have to go to the grocery store, empty the shelves. No, just when you go, buy like an extra couple cans. Buy a bag of flour, buy some beans, buy some basic stuff, buy some honey, and just
Oh,
okay,
honey
leave it.
has gone up. Oh, that's another
Yeah,
thing too, like being in the store. Like honey, I remember like that big like I don't know, 2 kg or some shit like that. It was like $20. Now it's like 30.
yeah,
Even meat, like meat had huge, huge. It's gone up massively. Like whatever I was buying for
Yeah,
food before, it's gone up like at least another $10, which is huge.
yeah, yeah. So it's I'll tell you, like, and I'm in the transportation industry. That is my profession. Cost. So for I'm sure all of you are so riveted by this. And after this, we will get into the cucking that is Will Smith. Um, so the trailer that I have, I purchased for I think $42,000 in 2020. This was just before COVID was announced, was declared. $42,000. My trailer, a year older, so a 2011, I have a 2012, sold for $73,000. That's for those that aren't paying attention, that's $31,000 above what I purchased a newer trailer in better condition.
That
Trucks are running about a $20,000 to $30,000 increase, including they can't get parts. They're having to Frankenstein, they're having to cannibalize other trucks in order to fix trucks. That's how bad our supply chain is right now. I talked to the salesman at Kenworth, and yeah, new builds. You, my truck is actually worth more selling it than keeping it. I would
is
actually make money
surprising.
on. And this isn't some fancy truck. It's pretty plain Jane. It's pretty run of the mill. Nothing special. Trucks depreciate in value a lot. They depreciate very fast. So for the fact that I would be turning a profit on a truck, trailers is one thing. Trailers hold their value very well, but trucks, no. So the fact that I could turn a profit on a power unit is should be red flags for everyone.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
Like I couldn't believe that when you told me that the other day because I'm so used to like seeing how much vehicles devalue as soon as you drive it off the lot. Like the
yeah,
chances of if something were to happen, you actually getting back the price that you still owe on the vehicle is slim to none. And for something that you purchased to actually be worth more in value when it's vehicle wise right now is to me unheard of. Like it's just insane. Like it doesn't sound real.
yeah. So that's just a little PSA from someone in the industry. Like that's uh all right. So I was going to talk about Halo. I was a big fan of the Halo series, but everyone's already had their bit that the Halo show is pretty much the Mandalorian rebranded as Halo for some reason. And of course, for anyone that doesn't know, who's doing it, Paramount Plus with Halo. And I had posted a question on Twitter. How long do you think before Master Chief? So I know, Kim, I know you don't know. I'm sure some of you people that actually have like a life don't know what I'm talking about, but Master Chief is the super strong space marine. They're trying to fight for technology, basically, to stop the end of the galaxy. And so I had posed the question: how long before they reveal that Master Chief is actually gay and has a gay lover? Because that's what they have to do to every franchise, every intellectual property now. They have to hit some kind of quota. Like, they have to hit those check boxes, right?
You know what I would like to know? With them turning like literally everybody gay, how does anybody procreate? That's what I would like to know.
Dude, they're
Humanity just
like,
dies.
well, and this is what I brought up before. So reading that Sandman book, and I'll bring it up again because, like, the production, fantastic, top-notch production in an audiobook. You know, the sounds, the voices, everything. Fan freaking tastic. It puts you there in like, you know, the some of the sounds, and you know, someone's bone breaks and you can hear the like the crunch of it, and it's like, ugh. But they have replaced actual characters for sexual orientation. Well, this person's a drag queen. This person's a man and a woman. Oh, this person's gay. She's gay. He's gay. Everyone's gay. Like, hey, but how about? And I know we talked about this before, so I'm not going to go into it. But and for anyone that doesn't know, Sandman is a book series on Audible, and the first book, okay, all right, there's some hand wavy stuff, you know, like this chick's gay, he's gay.
No, and it's not like
Instead
that
of
that really that matters. It's just that's what the whole focus is on. Is not on what the characters actually like. They have no character. It's just their sexual orientation. That's all.
yeah, like gay isn't a character trait.
No.
Like I hate to break it to the gays out there, but being gay isn't a character trait.
Oh, it's just
That's not
your
that's
orientation.
not like that's not like, well, he's ambitious, he's overzealous, he's not confident, or she's not confident, or whatever. You know, switch the genders. I don't give a fudge. I don't give a hoot nanny. Papa doodle.
Oh my god, I don't even remember the last time I even heard that. Oh, that got me in the chuckle factory. Hoot nanny. I like
Yeah,
it.
but, but so it's, you know, it's sexual orientation has replaced character, actual character, getting invested in someone, as opposed to, hey, I'm a black transgender gender non-conforming zer. Oh, cool.
And who are
Like,
you exactly?
but like okay. So like there was oh, I can't remember the okay, but so like the fuck was that? Oh, the in, like say like in Squid Game. Just because the people were Korean, I didn't go, "Oh, where's my representation? Why am I why is a white guy, huh, in a predominantly minority, even though in Korea Korean is the majority. Why is the why where's the white representation?"
Who cares?
I didn't think about that at all.
The funny
It
thing
was
is,
never a thought.
actually, the East Indian guy, that one I was like, "What is he doing there?"
Yeah, like, why
That's
aren't you in
weird.
Canada with all the others?
Hmm. Like that one actually is what threw me off was the, "Hey, you don't belong. What's going on here?"
Yeah. Yeah, like
Hmm.
Koreans are they're not exactly the most non-racist, you know. They got a bit of you know, yeah, they're from Korea. It was in Seoul. I believe it was in Seoul. I believe that's where the that show took place. But so, you know, but so you're seeing more and more of this happening, and that this is what kind of leads me into this. So, let can do you have that clip pulled up from
Yeah,
the
you are right. South
from
Korea.
Twitter?
Yeah, I do. Sorry.
Yeah.
I needed to look this up. Yeah, it's Songlepoito Island is the one spot is where it
Oh,
takes place. But yeah, it's in um South Korea. Yeah,
okay.
okay.
All right. So this will kind of tie into. So, if for anyone that doesn't know, the the Academy of Make Believe held their annual let's self filate and how good we are at pretending at actually being interesting people. Right? I think that's a fair assessment of the Oscars. So, Chris Rock was hosting, or he was kind of doing a bit of a roast, which, you know, everyone that's ever hosted the Oscars outside of the hosts that they had, like Amy Schumer and some other LGBT whatever representation diversity group. It's funny. It took 3 women what it took Ricky Gervais to do just to prove that men are better than women. So
Oh. I mean, now to anybody else out there, like I'm sure this is old news. Like Tyler started telling me about it the other day, and I told him not to because I like experiencing it with the viewers, with everybody else watching. So I I know the kind of what ish happened, but I haven't actually watched the clip yet. I refuse to watch it until I watched it with you guys. So I guess
all right. Let's
hold on one sec. Let me bring it up here.
oh boy. Are you playing it?
No, not yet. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Sorry. I was trying to get it in the
So it's
screen properly here. 'Cause I'm not a freaking, master tech person. So, all right, let's play this shit.
okay. So to set this up, Chris Rock is doing a bit of a roast. He's,
Oh.
whatever, just doing what comedians do. Tell jokes, make people laugh. So, all right. So with that being said, let's look at Will Smith being a cunt.
That was a nice one. Okay.
So look, he's laughing.
Oh, Richard. Lord.
I'm putting it back on.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Where? Start?
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here.
I think we do actually have to talk over this, otherwise, because it's
Well,
from the
see-
Oscars. A little bit like,
Oh my god.
oh, you're still playing it. Oh,
Oh my god.
like you.
I can't believe.
But wait, it gets
Hold
better.
on.
Dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke.
See, everyone thought it was a joke.
Out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay?
Holy shit.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So we are here
All right, so
to give
I
Do you
can't
see
even,
what-
I'm like, honestly, like right now I'm freaking speechless because like he didn't even say anything. He's like something, I can't wait for G.I. Jane 2 to come back out. That was it.
Yeah.
That was literally all he said. And then for him to have that kind of a response, keep my wife's name out your freaking mouth. Like, what?
So the internet, and this is why I say I love the internet. I love what the internet does, because there are some
hell
memes.
no.
So excuse me, I'm sorry. So if you scroll down a little bit, so for anyone that doesn't know, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett alopecia are in an open relationship where he lets, or should I say, she lets men fornicate with her, but he doesn't. He can't. He can't go see other women.
Okay, but is that an actual thing? Because I remember them talking about that like years ago. Is that an actual thing, or is that just something that's like in the rumor mill? You actually heard
As
him
far
say
as
it?
okay, even if it's not, I like to think it is because it makes this even funnier.
Okay.
Okay, I want to live in my world of ignorance for a little bit.
Okay.
So
okay.
like people are just laying into him. So keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Sorry, that was Will Smith. And to which Chris Rock responds, "Keep your wife's mouth off them fucking dicks." That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The next one, Jada Pinkett's boyfriend would like to thank Jada Pinkett's husband for standing up for her at the Oscars.
Oh my god.
And then the one of Trump slapping Biden. That's a good one. This one, oh my
that would
god,
be funny to see.
The Chris Rock makes a joke, Will Smith smack. Look at Jada.
Oh my god. I mean,
Chris Rock is lucky all the other dudes banging Jada didn't rush the stage.
Oh my God.
But so during that clip, you can see Will Smith is, because everyone's saying, people are saying, oh, he was laughing at people. He was laughing at a joke at the table. It wasn't towards the table. He was looking at Chris Rock. You could see he's
Yeah.
looking at him.
Well, and okay,
Like,
what I don't understand though. Okay, I'm just so like in shock right now. Like Will Smith, I love you. Like what's the matter? Like having a bad day. Do you need a hug? Do you need a hug? If you want, I'll give you a hug. Okay. Like literally, you're known as Uncle Will around here. Every time my kids ask me a question, I got to tell you, I have this notification on my phone, and it's literally Will Smith going, "Oh hell no!" It has the most impeccable timing ever. So anytime my kids ask me something, all of a sudden my notification goes off. It's like, "Oh hell no!" And this has been going on for like a year, and I'm just like, "Oh well, Uncle Will says no, so I guess not." But like, I mean, why are you getting so angry? Like, he just made a comment about GI GI Joe 2 or GI Jane 2. So what?
G.I. Jane.
Okay, yeah, because her head is shaved because she has alopecia, so she decided to shave her head, because her hair is starting to fall out, so she just did it. For one, okay, for one, homegirl can rock the bald head. She looks absolutely stunning with a shaved head, for one. Two, you can get wigs. Three, this isn't like, okay, I could understand if he was making some sort of, even that same joke, and Jada Pinkett Smith had cancer or some sort of other deadly disease that is potentially could kill her, and him making a comment like that, him getting that upset. Okay,
what is
she's got
alopecia? Is that-
alopecia. It's not deadly. I looked it up. It's not deadly. It literally just makes you
that's
lose
what
your
I-
hair. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, and but what I find interesting with this, not interesting, not like oh my, here, how about a fine revelation, my lady? No, she's even said, I don't care if people make fun of it. This is who I am. And then, and you could see in that clip, she's not laughing. She's like, oh, you made fun of my chrome dome.
Yeah, she's probably like,
yeah.
yeah, nice, good one. Yeah, ooh, good one.
Well, I need to go. I need to go screw that teenage pool boy. Oh, like, dude. Okay, but the thing that actually pisses me off with this. So one, people were defending him. We're defending Will. We're saying that, well, Chris Rock started it because the violence started because of Chris Rock. So there's a thing from Chris D'Elia, and he says, hey, the thing with jokes is we make it up. It's a joke. We don't mean it. But when you say, you sit there and you nod your head like, yeah, those black people should go back to Africa. No. It's a joke. We're making a joke. It's different if you go, yeah, let's take this country back. Need to set them back on the boat. No. I'm making a joke. I'm making an absurdity. And you're going, yeah, I think those black people should go back. Like, no, you can't. No,
it's one of those things that you laugh at because it's like, oh my God, as if you just said that and you just kind of started laughing. But it's like how many times, even for us, like I'm pretty sure there are people who listen to us and watch us that think that we are probably some racist sons of bitches, and we're like, bigots and homophobic and stuff like that, and we're totally not. Like, we are far from it. Like, if we were to actually see any form of racism taking place in front of us, or even anything that we could do about it, we would 100% do something because we don't believe in racism. It's stupid and it's wrong. Just like anybody's sexual orientation, whatever it is that they want to do, have at her. Both of us watch Blair White. We both absolutely love her. But you know
Yeah.
what I mean? If you were to ask Blair White, okay, with in regards to what he was talking about earlier with his book or whatever, if you were to ask Blair White, who are you? I can 100% guarantee that she wouldn't be like, I'm transgender, da 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 da. No, she would be telling me who she is. I'm an internet personality. I do this, I do that. You know, that would be the last thing that she would be telling you about. You know what I mean? Like that's because that's not who she is. That is part of
Yeah.
her, but that's not what makes her her, you know? So that's not her character. That's the word I'm looking for. But, you know, it's just, it's jokes, people. We say things for jokes, for that shock and awe value, to get that, like, oh, did he just say that? You know what I mean? It's just to get that laugh,
Yeah.
just like most comedians do. And the funny thing is, for Will Smith, again, I'm so disappointed because I freaking love Will Smith. But anyway, um, he himself was starred in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was in other comedies and stuff like that. He knows the art of comedy. Okay. Now you having Chris Rock up on stage, which I haven't seen Chris Rock in like a minute. So it's kind of refreshing to see him again. But
It's been a hot minute.
right?
And that's like his welcome back is some cuck slapping him in the face.
Can't believe that.
Like, man,
The
Chris
look,
Rock,
oh,
like, man.
I felt bad for him.
Like,
The
you
look
can
on his face, he
you
looks
can
so
see
like
that.
I just want to like run off the stage right now.
Well, but you can see, like, that is the difference between a professional and a fucking. Sorry, getting a little heated, but that is the difference between a professional and a fucking loser. What Will did is a loser move, and then during his
Yeah.
acceptance speech for best performer, he didn't apologize. He said that I worked hard, and Denzel told me that, you know, when you're at top, everyone's looking to pull you down. What is he, and like I said, people said that Chris Rock started it and Will was okay for doing it. If someone said to you, hey Tubby, why don't you go hit a Stairmaster or something? And if it was a joke, uh, like you go to like when you go to a comedy show, what happens if you're in the front two rows and if you stand out, they are going to pick on you
Oh,
because it
100%.
was seen like even when Ricky Gervais did it, or any comedian did it, it was seen as a badge of honor because you were seen as equal. You are not above, you are not below. We're all gonna have a laugh and we're gonna go backstage. And you know what? Of course, he even said, "I love you." You know, it's a joke.
You know what? It's
It was
one.
seen as a badge of honor.
Well, and
But
that's the thing. Like, if there's just some homeboy walking past me on the street and it's like, yo, you need a Stairmaster or some shit, like, fuck, you're fat. I'd be like, bitch, hold my hoops. And I'd probably frickin' like, you know, I'd go, but, you know, if I go to a comedy show and someone was like, girl, you need a Stairmaster, I'd be like, you know what? I don't even think I could make it up one stair. Can you help me? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you're, it's a comedy show. Like, or even still, if someone's saying it as a like a comedic joke, trust me, I can razz with you. I can probably outdo you. But now just being an asshole is one thing, but you know, come on.
well,
I'm
and
not
to be
that
fair, like
sensitive.
this is the same type of Hollywood that has over and over, you know, has pushed for more and more diversity. Every single movie is, well, we need to have this representation, we need to have that. You know, that's all they do is they're just scream that, oh, we need diversity in here. Like, people are being cast. Like, people have complained about, like, say, like Sean Penn in the hell was that retard about Sam. They were saying that they should have an actual handicap person playing like as an autist. So like instead of you know picking people on their abilities, you're now picking them based on their like solely on their traits. Like, well, we need a gay man in Brokeback Mountain, not two guys acting as gay men. So like if you like think about like in say like a like an actual like a psycho thriller movie. Oh, so what? You gotta hire like an actual sociopath because you like at that point you no longer have a movie. You got kind of like a documentary going on, or like if say like what about for like the Black Panther? Like, could you imagine if the amount of black people that would be lining up for this role? To be fair, I think the only thing that would be actually longer than that is probably the unemployment line.
Oh, snap.
Or
Insert
or
mic drop.
what about like say like Black Hawk Down or Zero Dark 30 or something like that, like where they're dealing with terrorists. Like you would have to strip search
Ooh.
everyone for a suicide vest or probably a goat that they're trying to molest. Like that's the thing. Obviously that's a joke. It's a joke. See, it's saying absurd things to get a laugh. Now that it has to be explained, it's dead. So thank you. It was a joke, but that's the thing. Like and you like the people that are just going. I love the one with Jim Carrey and how his hair's all it's all jacked up and
That is a scary ass face. I'm just gonna say, like that's a face that'll haunt my dreams tonight. But like, I just don't understand. Like, why is everybody so sensitive? Like, it's oh my god. Like, even our kids like can't even take a freaking joke. Like, especially our oldest. Holy shit! Like, oh boy, can't take a joke. He's so sensitive, and that's the thing. Like, they're literally like creating a bunch of super sensitive snowflakes out there. So anybody comes along with even the tiniest little match, is just like, oh, hell no. Yeah. And everybody's got to attack. Oh my God. Speaking of stupid people. So did you watch, what's it called? The new Steven Crowders that they had that changed my minds. I haven't seen one of those in a minute and I was actually really excited about it. But pardon me, did you see the take two one or part two today? Oh, I
yes.
can't talk. Oh my god, that guy that apparently he was like a Rolling Stone editor, so I don't even know. Holy crap, that guy is so unintelligent. Like he was making me
Well,
so mad just like watching it.
it's not unintelligent. I think that guy is actually quite intelligent, but he's trying to push an idea, and he's literally
Failed.
conflating. He's conflating an ideology over reality. But so whatever. I don't really want to get into it. That I would encourage you go watch it for yourself.
Yeah,
But
it was a gooder.
but I was going to say, so if you look at say like Jeff Ross or like roast battles, Jeff Ross, like that is his thing, is roasting people, and they say some brutal stuff. Like they'll make jokes about say like an actor's like dead parents. Like at least they didn't have to watch you star in this movie. Like thankfully they killed themselves. So like
Oh.
they are brutal.
Oh.
Like brutal. Or someone's like drug addiction that they recovered from, or alcoholism, or what, like they go hard. Like
Yeah, they picked those
you
spots.
go, you oh you wince in pain, like oh my god, they roast so like it's it is just brutal to watch, but it is funny because they will give just as hard as they get.
Yeah.
And then you just see like they at the end of it, we're sitting there, we're hugging, we're laughing, we're grabbing drinks, and like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that. Like, you
Yeah.
son of a bitch, that was so good.
How many times does that
So
happen even between the two of us? Like you've said something. I'm like, I can't believe you just said that. I'm sitting there laughing about it, but I'm like, I can't believe you actually just said that.
yeah, so and to be fair, I don't think words aren't violence. For anyone that if you're thinking that words are violence, oh, they're Chris deserved to be assaulted. Like, no,
Yeah,
but
okay. Well, there's a line there though, but like, okay. When
No,
doing
no,
it, oh, no, 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 no,
no.
no, 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 no. Let me finish. Just with the comment that you made. Now, when you're talking about verbal abuse and someone being abusive, 100% words can hurt. But when you're talking about something in the point of a comedy that you're making a joke, no, stop being so sensitive.
Well, it's weird because, you, how was it said? You can, like, you can screw Jada, but don't make a joke about her.
I
Like,
really want to
that's,
know if that's true. I'm really kind of curious about that
I don't know, but still, yeah, I think
now.
we've gone long enough. So yeah, all right, let's get out of here.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just getting into this, but I'm just kidding. All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking your time to listen to what we have to say today. And hope everyone had a really great hump day. And, just because it's hump day, let's just do it again. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Hope everybody has a good evening and drive safe out there. Be kind to one another. Stop being so sensitive. Learn how to take a joke. Okay.
Kind? The fuck is this? Wheel of Fortune or whatever it is? Price is Right?
Did they say that on Price is Right? I haven't watched that in a minute
I
either.
don't know. Whatever they
It's
said.
a
All
local
right.
show.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you guys Friday.